couple of things to think about with the historic decision by the Supreme Court on same-sex marriage. Number one, the swift change in public opinion. This is a Supreme Court that is following public opinion, not leading it. If you think about it, many people have equated the drive for equality on same-sex marriage to what happened 50 years ago when it came to getting rid of laws that banned interracial marriage. In that case, when the Supreme Court threw out those laws as unconstitutional, interracial marriage was unpopular in the country. In this case, this is the Supreme Court following public opinion, not necessarily leading public opinion. Now, the political fallout's all going to be on the conservative side or the Republican side of the aisle. Expect three types of presidential candidate responses. You're going to have those that are trying to appeal to evangelical voters, be very harsh on the Supreme Court. Mike Huckabee has already talked about this and called this judicial tyranny. So very harsh, very aggressive anti-same-sex marriage stands from folks like him, perhaps Bobby Jindal, Ted Cruz, Rick Santorum. Then you're going to have the reluctant acceptors of the decision. Expect many of the more mainstream frontrunners in the race, whether it's a Jeb Bush or Marco Rubio or Scott Walker, perhaps, we'll see, them saying they don't agree with the decision, but they will abide by the law. But there will be some Republican presidential candidates that won't just accept it, but will embrace the decision. The party is divided. Yes, a majority of Republicans are against same-sex marriage, but it's 57%. Over 40% of Republicans are in favor of same-sex marriage. So the party rank and file is split. You'll see the candidates split. This is probably the last big argument inside the Republican Party on this issue will be this campaign. Something to watch for by the end of the presidential primary process will be how does the Republican Party handle the same-sex marriage issue in their official platform. That will be a fight that I think will be perhaps a distraction for the party when they get to the Cleveland convention. And one more fallout from all of this. Combine the healthcare ruling and the same-sex marriage ruling. The majority makers on this were Supreme Court justices appointed by Republican presidents. John Roberts right now, many conservatives upset with him on health care. A George W. Bush appointee, Anthony Kennedy, the majority maker on the same-sex decision, a Ronald Reagan appointee. What kind of resonance, when Republican candidates rail against judges like they like to do, what kind of resonance will that have with the rank and file who will sit there and say, what does it matter? Republican judges have gone against what they believed before. So lots of fallout. All of it really going to be how the Republican presidential primary, where it all sort of acts out and where it comes down. I think we'll see the first chance of this on what happens when we get to the Cleveland convention in the summer of 16. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.